Hello there YouTube, my name is Kamikaze78 and today I'm bringing you guys my first ever official game review. Today I'll be reviewing the newly released PlanetSide 2. Now for all of you guys who have been following my channel for a while, you have seen some PlanetSide 2 beta gameplay. Now this is the full game and you can get this game without having any keys, without having to purchase it. It is free to play. I'll leave a link in the description to the download. But I will talk to you guys about this game now. So what is it? PlanetSide 2 is an MMO first-person shooter. Now, the MMO part stands for Massively Multiplayer Online, and these sorts of games pretty much emphasize on having as many players on the server as possibly can, while keeping it fun and controllable. So really, you see a lot of MMO RPGs, a lot of MMO sandbox games, you see the occasional MMO racing game, but you don't see many MMO first-person shooters, and this is where PlanetSide 2 comes in. And to be perfectly honest, just to give you guys an overview of the game itself, I think that this game fits the bill of an MMO first-person shooter perfectly, and I'll explain why right now. So the gameplay, let's start off with the server and basically the map. So when you log into a server, you're put on a planet called Araxius, and this planet has 3 continents. Now, each continent has a player count of 2,000. So, if you do the math, 6,000 divided by 2,000 equals 3. So you guessed it, there are 3 continents. And basically, there are 3 factions. Now, each faction has to pretty much control as much of the continent as they can, and when total domination is secured, they have won themselves the continent for the time being, and have allowed themselves to get a little bonus from that continent. So that is really the map itself. Each continent is 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers, which adds up to 64 squared kilometers. If you want to do the math and add up all the squared kilometers from each 3 continents, go ahead. I'm not going to do that because my brain hurts too much from school. So anyway, guys, so let's move on to the objective of the game. Like I pretty much explained it briefly just then, but I'll go into more detail now. You pretty much have to capture regions of the map. Now, this being either, basically each region has a small little outpost, base, or, I don't know, some scientific resource that you can grab, or not resource, scientific outpost that you can, grab, and they will give you benefits later on, which I'll discuss in a minute. But anyway, the objective is to capture these, and inside these bases, which are marked around as regions, you have to capture capture points. Now, what you have to do is, after you've captured these capture points and you have the dominant amount of capture points, you have to hold it for a set amount of time. Now, holding it is really how long you have to hold it for is defined by the amount of regions that you have surrounding the area, so how many connecting regions you have to the region you're capturing, how many the enemy has, and how many forces you have and the enemy have in the area, and of course how many capture points you have. So it's really dependent on a lot of factors, but this offers for a long, lengthy battle. To emphasize, and this is no exaggeration guys, I'm not even kidding here, I left a battle. I went to bed one night, left the battle, came back a day later, and I swear to God, neither of the factions had moved one bit. It was a 3-way battle for a biolab, and no faction had moved since the battle started. It was a complete stalemate. So that's really that just gives you a scope on how long the battles can last in this game. So that's the objective of the game. Now I'll talk to you guys about the persistence system sort of thing. The persistence system is split up into all these little sorts of different subcategories. First I'll talk about battle experience. Now, battle experience is gained through completing, commendations on the battlefield, whether it be killing someone, destroying a vehicle, capturing a base, repairing, healing, any of that sort of stuff. You earn battle experience. Now, battle experience goes to 2 things. It goes to your in-game rank, and it goes to your certs. Your in-game rank, as you can guess, is the rank of your character. It's pretty much, captain, lieutenant, private, things like that. Then you've got your certs. Now the certs are the in-game currency, and they're the only in-game currency that you don't have to purchase with real money. There is something called station cash, but you purchase that through real money. And certs pretty much allow you to purchase anything in the game. They allow you to purchase weapon attachments, weapons, vehicle upgrades, soldier upgrades, armor upgrades, things like that. And along with this, it offers a very good persistence system, because every time you kill someone, the bar to your next cert goes up. It takes a while to unlock certs, but this means that there's more achievement when you unlock something. So say you've been wanting IR flares for your aircraft for so long, and you finally get it. It's such an achievement. So that's the... Oh, wait, one more thing. Before, you've also got something called resources. Now, resources in this game are pretty much a currency for buying vehicles themselves, and for buying a certain class in the infantry section, and some infantry grenades. And you get these through controlling certain regions. So one region may give you 5 vehicle points over time, and you'll have, I don't know, another region that gives you 10 aerospace points over time. It's really just something like that, guys. So you've got your infantry points, your infantry resources, pardon me, your mechanized resources, and your aerospace resources. And this is, like I said earlier, how you purchase certain things that you can't purchase with certs. So then you've got classes. Now, classes are pretty much the classes of the infantry. You've got 6 in game. You've got infiltrator, light assault, engineer, heavy assault, combat medic, and the max. Now, the infiltrator, as you guessed, sneaks around with a sniper rifle, kills things, hacks things as such. Light assault is pretty much a more close quarters version of the heavy assault. He's got a carbine, standard pistol, and a jetpack for getting over walls and barriers that the enemy might have up at the time. The engineer in-game is pretty much a vehicle's best friend. He can also support the team with ammo, and can set up turrets, which is quite handy. They're quite nice turrets, I will admit to that. Then you've got your heavy assault, pardon me, and this is a tank's worst nightmare, or any vehicle's worst nightmare, because he is equipped with, he can put on rocket launchers, he's got a light machine gun for suppressing fire, and he can equip special grenades like armor-piercing grenades and things like that. The combat medic, as the name suggests, heals people, quite straightforward. And then the max suit is pretty much a walking mech, but it's human-sized, so he can pretty much suit up to defend a base. They're really good for defending bases. They've got extra health, no shields, however, but they've got extra health.
What are we taking next?
And they can trick out to be anti-infantry, anti-air, or anti-ground, depending on the threat that you are currently facing. So the weapons that are available, the next topic is the weapons. The weapons that are available to the classes are class-specific, but there are a lot of weapons, a lot more than what they were in the beta. So the weapons are all purchased with certs, and each weapon has its own attachments that can be purchased with certs, and I'll get that into more detail later. So in the weapons in the game, you've got light machine guns, carbines, assault rifles, rocket launchers, pistols, light machine guns, max suit cannon AVI, max suit cannon AI, or something along those lines. I don't exactly remember what all of them were called. And sniper rifles, and there's a lot of weapons for each of these categories, and offers for a good diversity on the battlefield. So the next topic in the game I wanted to talk to you guys about is the vehicles. Now, when it comes to this game, it is human versus human versus human. They are 3 types of human factions. So they have all ground vehicles are the same, except for the weapons that you can put on your vehicles. And each faction is a unique tank and a Ute air fighter. And then they get the same jeep, the same light tank, and the same, all that sort of same stuff. And the vehicles can all have their separate they can all have their separate vehicle unlocks and vehicle weaponry. So again, this is just more persistence, more and more persistence that allows for greater in-game customization, more variety. For example, you can purchase you can change the secondary cannon on a tank, you can change the primary cannon, you can change your secondary weapon and primary weapon on a fighter, you can change all the territory cannons on your Galaxy air carrier that can fit 12 people in it. It's really, really in-depth customization. On the context of customization, let's get a little further into it on the infantry side of things. For customization for your infantry, you can pick different grenade types, you can upgrade your suit, you can upgrade your weapons individually with different attachments such as red dots, night vision, 3.4 scopes, sniper scopes, suppressors, grenade launchers, things like that. You've also got grenade types, I may have already said that just then, pardon me. And you've got utility slots, things like that. It's really full on persistence. That's the only way I could describe it. There's so much persistence in this game. It makes for a game that you can ensure that you'll be playing for a long, long time. So that's really all the gameplay things I had to talk about, but there is one grouch I have about this game so far that was not in the beta, but that's because of the major server influx they had, and I don't know if you Americans or anyone else who's playing this game are experiencing this problem, but if you are an Aussie and you do intend getting this game, please heed my warning, and I'm just going to say that there have been a lot of server issues. For example, whenever you try to create a character, it can take forever to load up, and I mean forever. Logging into the server can be a problem at times. Just minor things like that, guys. However, there has been a forum post in the official forums that do state that they are getting together with our server provider, Sony getting together along with the game developers, and they're going to try and isolate the problem. If you are a Australian playing this game, do get on the forums and keep them updated from 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time onwards, because that'll keep them up to date. But anyway, the final verdict. Personally, guys, I love this game. I think it's fully open. There's your long range, more slower paced moments, and then you've got your fast paced close quarters moments. You've got 300 players charging in on a base while you're taking fire from all the I love this game. I think that with the DLC that there's been rumors of, player made bases that I'm really looking forward to, and this game has so much potential, and already it's been met on such a great standard. I would recommend this game to anyone who likes first-person shooters and or MMOs, and who has a good PC. You don't need that much. Like, I'm running on a Radeon 7970 with a Intel Core 600K, and I'm running it at around about 60 frames per second when I'm not recording. So yeah, guys, I would definitely recommend having a look at this game. So yeah, guys, that's been my first ever game review, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smack that like button and comment me some feedback on my video. To keep up to date with me, like my Facebook page, because I'll be updating that one regularly, as I will be putting up videos regularly. So subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me, including some PlanetSide 2 gameplay. So yet again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and peace out, guys. See you around.